Donna J. Donnan presents Ask Donna, a weekly podcast on a plethora of topics and tips. Donna's podcast is split into 4 distinct sub-podcasts. The first week of the month is where Donna hosts her Ask the Bloggers podcast on such topics as overcoming bullies and bullying, tips on entrepreneurship, and protecting oneself from scams and scammers. The second week of the month is where Donna hosts her Ask the Coach podcast. A bit of this, a bit of that from her monthly Did You Know diary. The third week of the month is where Donna hosts her Ask the Homemaker podcast. Tips on everyday hints to help you take advantage of natural remedies and solutions. And the fourth week of the month is where Donna's podcast is all about a product review and a book review. Sit back and enjoy.
Hello, 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 and greetings from me, Donna J. Jodhan, your host for the Ask Donna podcast. Week 3 of July, folks. Up to the month of July, up to the third week of July, and I really hope that everybody is enjoying this summer. It's a very interesting summer with regard to the weather. Yes, indeed. I want to thank everybody for continuing to listen in, to provide me with your thoughts, your suggestions, your feedback, your comments, and your responses. As I keep saying, listenership is improving and is increasing, and thank you so much for everything. You can listen to me on Apple and on Spotify and on YouTube. You can see my show notes on YouTube, and if you have any questions at all that you'd like me to send you any part of my podcast electronically, please do not hesitate to send an email to me at either askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com or to me at donnajodhan@gmail.com, and that's DONNAJODHAN. Just want to focus a little bit on my Etsy announcement. I launched my Etsy website in June, which was last month, and I am known as Blindly Brilliant. I want to thank my pottery studio instructor, Sean Kelly, for working closely with me to make this happen. You don't need to think that you must purchase any of my products. My pottery initiative is meant to break down barriers and to help motivate and encourage you to do the same that I am doing. I am a blind potter, and I have been so since 2015. All right, let's start with the questions that I chose at random from my question bag from listeners for last month or last week. Here they are. First question: is it too early to start winterizing? And the answer to that is a definite no. Never too early to start winterizing. You could start by cleaning your gutters, blocking obvious leaks, and insulating yourself and your home. Never too early to start. That's the only question I chose for this week from my question bag. So now I want to come to you as the homemaker, because for the first week I came to you as the blogger. The second week I came to you as a sight loss coach. And the third week I came to you, or this is the week, as the homemaker. And oh my gosh, I forgot to thank my brother Michael in Montreal, not Toronto, in Montreal. Thank you, Mike, for continuing to walk the walk with me. Good-o. Let's get down to business as the homemaker. Here are 11 gross things that can be on your toothbrush. Before you brush today, consider this. Poop is just the beginning of what could be hanging out on your toothbrush. Okay? 1. E. coli. Believe it or not. Right? E. coli. Think of it. Guess what? If your bathroom and your sink has the toilet, and if your bathroom has the toilet and sink close to each other, and you flush with the lid open, chances are that the remnants from the flushing of your toilet can reach your toothbrush. Okay? If your toilet is within a 5 to 6 feet radius of your sink, you may be in big trouble if you flush every time you do, especially the number 2. E. coli can really do a number on you, so to speak. It can be, be conveyed from your toilet to your toothbrush. Okay? So every time you go to the washroom and every time you do a number 2 especially, just close your lid before you flush. Okay? All right. Very, very important. Okay? It can cause gastroenteritis if that ends up on your toothbrush. Okay? Be very careful. What you can do is change your toothbrush every 2 to 3 months, just to ensure that that stays off your toothbrush, that your toothbrush is kept clean, and that you are safe and that you are hygienic. Okay? E. coli is very hard to get rid of. Okay? So you need to really, really take note of this. All right? All right. Let me look for the second tip for you. All right. Let's see here. Number 2, Staphylococcus. Let me spell this for you. Staphylococcus aureus. STAPHYL, staphyl, okay, O-C-O, Staphylococcus, CCUS, okay, Staphylococcus aureus. This bacteria typically lives in your respiratory tract, and it often can get onto your toothbrush. Okay? It can be responsible for some pretty nasty stuff. It is often associated with antibiotic infections. So if you're taking an antibiotic or an antibiotic, chances are this could happen. That infection from what you're being treated for with the antibiotic can roll onto your toothbrush. Okay? And that can run you into trouble as well. Okay? Take note of that. 3. Streptococcus munians. Okay? This makes sense that this bacteria can be on your toothbrush. It is responsible for tooth decay, and I'm going to spell this for you. Okay? Because listening to me, you may not get the exact word, Streptococcus, STREPTOCOCCUS. Streptococcus mutans, MUTANS, mutans. Okay? I want to tell you that if you're finding that I'm not doing a good job at reading this to you, write to me at askdonnaonblindlife or to me at Donna Jodhan on Blind Life. Put in the subject line 11 main reasons for, or 11 things on your toothbrush, and I will send this entire article to you because it's a little difficult for me to read and pronounce these terms to you. Okay. This, as I said before, bacteria is associated with tooth decay. So if you have some tooth decay and you are brushing your teeth, chances are that the bacteria could be transferred from your tooth decay to your toothbrush. Okay? So, whereas you think that all is well while you're brushing away, if you have some tooth decay, it can easily be transferred or transmitted to your toothbrush. Okay? So you have to take note of the bristles on your toothbrush. Toothbrushes with lighter bristles or clear bristles often transfer bacteria more quickly than colored toothbrushes. These types of toothbrushes, clear toothbrush bristles are not as effective as colored toothbrushes when it comes to transmitting of any sort of bacteria. Okay? You need to think of solid plastic handles toothbrushes, or toothbrushes with solid plastic handles. Okay? Think about it. Number 4, food debris. Again, you're brushing your teeth, there's food debris in your mouth, and unwittingly this food debris can easily find its way onto your toothbrush. You may not see it at the time, you may not think of it at the time, but it could and does happen. Food debris from your mouth to your toothbrush. Okay? So what you need to do every time you brush your teeth, rinse your toothbrush really, really well to ensure that food debris does not get caught in the bristles of your toothbrush. Okay? All right. So make sure that food particles are not caught on the bristles. Rinse your bristles very, very carefully under warm tap water. Okay? Of course, there are other types of bacteria that can get onto your toothbrush. Okay? And you got to make sure, I guess the answer to all of this is to ensure that your toothbrush is well rinsed after you use it. Very, very, very important. So I would say out of my Ask the Homemaker podcast for today, when you're thinking of your toothbrush, think of 2 very important things. Making sure that bacteria does not climb onto your toothbrush from such things as tooth decay, food particles, infections from antibiotics. Also make sure that when you flush your toilet, if your toilet is close in proximity to your sink, make sure that you close your toilet before you flush. Okay? Very, very important. And I will say to you one more time, because there's a lot for you to digest from this particular session or podcast from me for this week. Write to me at askdonnaonblindlife or Donna Jodhan, askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com or donnajodhan@gmail.com. Write to me and ask me to send you the 11 most common things that can climb onto your toothbrush. Okay? Bacteria and E. coli and the things that I have mentioned before. Okay? All right. This is it for me for this week. I want to thank you for continuing to listen in to me. Have a great rest of the day, a great rest of the week, and we will talk to you next week. Take care now and stay safe. Bye-bye.
That's it for this week. Donna hopes that you enjoyed her podcast today. She thanks you for having taken the time to tune in and looks forward to being with you next week. Send your thoughts and feedback to Donna at askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com.